Hi guys, welcome to Wisdom Academy YouTube channel. Today we are going to see about polynomial. Okay, this is the second chapter in the class 10th. So what is poly? Poly means many. Okay, and nomial means terms. So many terms clubbed together is known as polynomial. So before that we need to know what is terms. Term means it's a combination of coefficient, variable and power. So this is one term. Here 3 is coefficient and x is variable and 2 is power. Okay, so if I have one or more than this, then we will say it as polynomial. Okay, there are in two different ways we can differentiate the polynomial. One is based on degree. So what is degree then? Highest power of a polynomial is known as degree. If I am having a 1 as the highest power, then I will say it as linear polynomial. If I have 2 as a power, highest power, then I will say it as quadratic. If I have 3 as the highest power of the polynomial, then I will say it as cubic. Okay, so another one is based on the number of terms. So terms which is separated by addition or subtraction, that is plus minus, then I will say it as number of terms. That if I have one term, then I will say it as monomial. For example, 3x square, this is only one term, right? It's a combination of only one term, so I will say it as monomial. If I have two terms to combine, that is 3x square plus 4x, then I will say it as binomial. Bi means 2, nomial means term, so it is binomial. Mono means 1. So 3 means I will say trinomial. So trinomial example is going to be like 3x square plus 4x plus 3. Similarly, here for linear polynomial, the example is going to be highest power should be 1. So I can take x plus 2. Okay, so this is only 1 is the highest power, so I am saying it as linear polynomial. So this is the prime example for quadratic. All these three we can say it as quadratic polynomial because highest power is 2. And what is cubic? The polynomial which has highest power is 3. Okay. So here after polynomial, what we are going to say is value of the polynomial. So what is the value of polynomial? If I am having a polynomial generally expressed with p of x, it means polynomial having the variable x, that is 5x square plus 3x plus 2. If I take this as an example, and if I ask the value of polynomial when x is equal to 2, then what I will do, in the place of x I will replace by 2. That is p of 2 is going to be 5 into 2 square plus 3 into 2 plus 2. It's going to be 5 into 4 plus 6 plus 2. It's going to be 28. Okay, this is how we want to find the value of a polynomial. The same thing, if I express p of y, then all my x variable is going to change into y. That is 5y square plus 3y plus 2. Okay, this variable has to be used inside the polynomial. So p stands for polynomial and this is the variable which I used inside. So this is the polynomial with example one variable. So we are also having the polynomial with several variables that will come in the future classes. Then what we are going to say is 0 of the polynomial. When we finding the value of the polynomial and my resultant is to be 0, then I will say that is the 0 of the polynomial. For example, if I am having a p of x and my p of x is x square plus 5x plus 6, then if I am putting p of minus 2, what I will get? Minus 2 the whole square plus 5 into minus 2 plus 6. This will result in 0. It means that x is equal to minus 2 is the 0 of this polynomial. Okay. Now we are going to discuss about how many zeros each polynomial can have. So the number of zeros depends on the number of degree. So what degree I am going to have, according to that I am going to have how many maximum number of zeros I can have and minimum number of zeros I can have. If it is a linear polynomial, I am going to have maximum 0 also 1 and minimum 0 is also 1. And if it is a quadratic polynomial, my maximum zeros will be 2 and minimum 0 is 0. How it has been calculated? If I take a linear graph, if I'm having given you a linear function that is p of x is equal to x plus 2 or x plus 5, that kind of function. And how my graphs looks like is, it is going to be one line. It's going to be any line on the graph. Okay, so this is linear polynomial. So geometrically, what is the meaning of 0 is, how many number of time it crosses x-axis. How many number of time a given function will cross the x-axis is known as zeros. Here, each line can cross only one time in the x-axis, right? This only one point is there. In a line, I can't make 2 points in the x-axis. If it is a parabola, I can make 2 of maximum. Right? This is parabola. I can make 2 points to the maximum. That's why quadratic polynomial in a graph, it will express as the parabola in that 2 points are meted in the x-axis. At the same time, it can also meet only one time. That is, it's like this. Right? It's met only in the point 0. Okay, this is a way quadratic polynomial meets, that is parabola, meets only one time in the x-axis. At the same time, a quadratic polynomial may not meet also. That's why my minimum 0 of a quadratic polynomial is 0. But maximum is 2. And between 1 is there, that also be an example. Okay, so geometrically what zeros means is how many number of time it cuts the x-axis in the given graph. Okay, so linear equation, definitely one time it will cut the x-axis. But quadratic, it may cut or not also. If it cut also, it may cut for one time or maximum number of 2 times, not more than that. So that is the quadratic polynomial. If it is cubic, then it is the maximum number of 0 is going to be 3 and minimum number of 0 is going to be 1. Okay. Now, in sometimes in questions, they may ask x to the power of 100 plus 99x. How many number of zeros, maximum number of zeros that this polynomial can have? If they ask question like that, we need not to worry about the graph, everything. We want to see the degree of the polynomial. Here the degree of the polynomial is 100. So the maximum 0 what it can ask is 100. And this is the maximum 0. If they ask about the minimum 0, we want to say, since 100 is an even, it is going to be 0. See properly here, linear, it is odd. So maximum 0 is 1 and minimum is 1. And here odd, maximum is 3 and minimum is 1. That is, the number of maximum zeros depends upon the degree of the polynomial. So here, since it is 100, it is maximum number of 0 is going to be 100. And minimum number of 0 is going to be 0 because it is even.